Hello, I'm PAK, and I love to explore and find out about amazing things that people are doing to protect the planet around the world. Today I am zipping off to California in the United States of America. California is the third largest state in America by area, but is the most populous. This means there are more people living in this state than any other. California is hugely diverse, from huge cities like Los Angeles to desert ecoregions, Mediterranean ecoregions like the Central Valley, forested mountains such as the Sierra Nevada, and coastal forests too. It's pretty much got it all. Today, I'm not so much here to see the country, but to visit Kathryn Kellogg, someone who has worked really hard to try and reduce the amount of waste she and her family produce in their home. Incredibly, she has got this down to just one jar in a whole year. Kathryn had a bit of a health scare a while ago and started investigating what she uses on her body and what she puts on her plate to eat. This started her journey to zero waste living. Do you know what zero waste means? So people who are living in zero waste lifestyle aim to send nothing to landfill. They reduce what we need, reduce as much as they can, reuse as much as they can, send little to be recycled, and compost as much organic matter, this is food stuff, that they have left over. Pretty incredible. It is good to learn about people who have made changes to the extreme like this. Even if we can't manage a completely waste-free existence, there may be lots of easy changes which we can make in our own lives, which make a huge difference when lots of people do them. Why don't we just be part of the solution, not the problem? In fact, Kathryn has her own series of challenges which go from buying less to packing a zero-waste lunch to learning how to recycle well. Why not give it a try and see what you learn from it? You could even write a little story about the changes you make. We'd love to hear from you, see how you get on. So, there are lots of types of waste, from sending single-use plastics like straws and cling film and plastic bags, you know the stuff, to landfill, food waste, throwing stuff in the bin because we just don't feel like eating it, have let fresh fruits rot, or have not planned our meals well enough or used up leftovers, and just buying things that we don't really need. It is a really complicated issue, some of which has a very simple answer. Just don't buy so many new things you don't need. Don't throw away so much. And if you do need to throw something away, then see if it can be composted or recycled first. This issue of rubbish is a global problem. But what issues does it cause? Well, I learnt that just by using single-use plastics, which we don't really need. We are contributing to the huge amount of plastic that can be found in all of our oceans. It seems hard to understand how it gets from our bins to our seas, but sadly a whole lot of it does get there. In fact, about 8 million tonnes of it every single year. Yikes! So we really need to do something about it. As well as this, the rubbish that we send to landfill sites, so that's where it goes when you just chuck it in the bin, is often burnt and gives off lots of horrid greenhouse gases which contribute to climate change. The amount of food that we need to feed the world is huge. Lots of crops are grown in tropical areas which support a lot of wildlife. Imagine cutting down rainforest to grow something which has flown halfway across the world and then not even eaten, but instead it goes straight in the bin. What a frightful thought. But we've all done it. The great thing is that we can make small changes quite easily. Here are a few top tips. 1. Say no to plastic straws. 2. Use refillable water bottles instead of bottled water. 3. Pack snacks that are free from packaging to take to school or when you're going out somewhere, like fruit, nuts, or even homemade granola. 4. Go outside. Being in nature, and really there is nature to be found everywhere, just you sometimes have to look a little harder for it, is a great reminder of what we need to protect. 5. Declutter. We don't all need as much stuff as we've got. In fact, in America, which only has 3% of all the children in the world, it has 40% of all the toys in the world. But I'm not asking you to throw these away, but to send things that we can do without to others. I'm sure you'll be able to find plenty of charities to donate your excess toys and clothes to, and help someone out too. So, after meeting Kathryn, I feel really inspired to go home and start the challenges that she set on her website. This is www.goingzerowaste.com. You'll find a few videos and things there to help you. So, let's remember, if we all just do a little bit to improve, we will make a massive difference. Let me know how you get on. We can compare notes and make the world a better place together. Great! I'm excited to see how you get on. Have a lovely month in February, and I shall see you again in March for another story of my adventures to meet change makers around the globe. Bye for now!